In this webinar, we're going to first define what is an employee, right? And are you really ready to hire an employee? So we'll go over those definitions and talk about the differences in different types of workers. And then we'll talk about some of those obligations around pay and classifications. And then we'll move into how do you actually pay these employees? How do you establish payroll? What needs to be in place before you can establish payroll? Things like workers' compensation and other things that you have to have in place before you can even begin to start payroll. And also we will talk about the cost of having an employee. That's, one of the biggest things that I get asked. Well, I think I want an employee, but can I afford to hire an employee, right? Because there are things like employment taxes and some mandatory types of benefits and your payroll costs. So there's a lot to consider when you are making a decision to hire your first employee. We are in California, which is a state that has probably more compliance obligations for employers and today even for very small employers, right? So many business owners just do not understand those obligations, and there is risk associated with, not paying people properly, how you classify them, pay rates, and mandatory type of benefits that you have to provide for employees. So yeah, this webinar is ideally suited for a small business owner because it really takes the basics around learning what it takes to hire an employee, but it could also be helpful to office managers or people who are doing HR for a small business. It could be helpful also for accounting people that help small businesses as well.